In again, see what happens.
Oh, you've gone live.
Yeah.
We've gone live and...
Oh, somebody else has gone live.
No, we've gone live and I think it's looking okay.
Yeah, it's moving better.
It's moving better. There is a delay.
Well, yeah, there is.
Oh, there will be.
There's a 30-second delay.
Yeah.
It always is. But, yeah. Right, I think we're live.
Yeah, we're live.
Hello, live people.
Hello, people.
The 4 concurrent viewers who are me, Rose, Ruth.
Yeah, we're watching, and there's, Leon's here as well. We're watching
Yeah,
Glen or Glenda, an Edward film. Edward was a notoriously crap director, but like so crap, he was funny.
You might need to repost the streaming link.
Oh, I haven't posted the streaming link yet. That is a good point.
Oh, I thought you were going to post it.
Well, I was going to post it, but then we kept fucking up, so I didn't post it. How I do this, I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, I need to mute it.
I don't want to watch in VR. It's giving me the option to watch in VR.
Watch it in VR.
I don't want to watch it in VR. I'm part of the stream. How can I watch it in VR? Anyway, how do I share the link? Yeah, it's giving me playback speed options and God knows what, but it's not actually giving me the option to share. You might have to do that yourself, Chris.
What's
or
that?
Somebody else can share. Oh, thank you, Chris.
Sorry, I just found that funny. I just found that funny, that picture I've just put in chat.
Oh, great, thank you. We're actually sending something useful, but never mind.
Oh, what have you put in the chat?
That's really conducive to the live stream. Cheers, love.
Oh! Yeah, I think somebody else posted it, and my reply, I'll put it in here.
Oh, you brought it up on it. This is all live streaming, by the way.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, oh, of course you know, yeah. Right, can we start the freaking movie, please?
There, that was my response.
Oh, now I have to do maths.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah, so let's get back to.
Yeah, let's get back to the film in question.
Right,
don't know how to share the link. You might have to do that yourself.
Oh.
SISL.
Copy.
Well, the budget's keeping everybody entertained anyway.
Yay. So.
I do not know how to share the link. You're going to have to do that yourself.
Just copy and paste it.
I haven't got a thing at the top to do that. An address bar.
Okay, I'll do something useful this time.
I've posted it on.
You are?
I've posted it on my page. I'm gonna just ready to.
Okay, cool. Right, let's get started before we just bore everybody. If you share it on your page, then jobs are good, isn't it?
Right. There, we've got it on both now.
Sweet.
So, are we all ready for the stream?
Yeah.
Well done, mate.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Then comes the major surgery, the removal of the man and the formation of the woman. A woman born at the age of 24.
A new life is begun.
The body of the woman within begins to appear now. The world is shocked by a person who changed his sex. Thus, the strange case of Glen, who was Glenda, one and the same person, not half man, half woman, but nevertheless man and woman in the same body. He dares to enter the street dressed in the clothes he so much desires to wear. Glen is engaged to be married to Barbara. Glen's problem is a deep one,
Yeah,
but
it
he
looks
must
like
tell her
Terminal
soon.
Killer now.
She's begun to notice things. Soon she will realize. He learned that foreign doctors
Yeah, I
were
think
doing
it's
marvelous
streaming
work with a
properly.
sex change. Man
Yeah,
to
it looks
woman,
alright,
woman to
minute ago.
man.
Say, did you read about the guy that had his sex changed to a girl? Says he was perfectly normal, too.
How can a guy be normal and go and do a thing like that to himself?
What about their children, Doctor? Would their
It's so
children become the
1950s,
same
isn't
way
it?
their father is?
It is, but at the
Glenda
same
has
time,
made the
it's
decision.
like-
If the newspapers had not gotten hold of the story, it would have gone untold, unnoticed as so many others in medical history. Why is the modern world shocked by this?
And that's definitely stuck on that
Do you realize
newspaper.
what would happen if every
Yes.
man in the country that wanted to wear women's clothes or felt like a woman went to their doctors and wanted a sex change?
Glen and all the hundreds of thousands of other Glens across the nation face quite
That's
a
it.
problem.
It's all Glens. They all want.
So basically, it's just a Glen
Sizzling. Shocking. Unforgettable. No. Daring and true exposure of a hush-hush subject. To transform man to woman.
So budgie.
At all, or was this something that he was only?
Might just, I don't know. Might have been theorising.
Oi! Oi! Look.
But Chris is shouting at the budgie then.
Oi! Enzo! 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 Stop it! God's sake.
That's what happens when you live in a zoo.
No, it was
Don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Wow, he's creepy.
That's Bella Lugosi. But that's quite groundbreaking.
Man's constant groping
unknown, drawing from the endless reaches of time, brings to light many startling things. Startling because they seem new, sudden. Most are not new.
Why the
The
vampire
signs
voice?
of the ages.
So it involves test
Might be
tubes.
his real voice.
Maybe it was, I can't remember.
Is that estrogen?
I don't know, but it was very pleased with
Well, it's just made Ribena.
Yeah, just.
Jaeger bomb.
Jaeger bomb, yes.
Well, if it blows up in a minute, it's a problem. Oh. It's a Jaeger vapor bomb.
Life has begun.
Is he meant to be portraying God?
God knows what this is. This is so weird.
People. All going somewhere. All with their own thoughts, their own ideas. All with their own personalities. One is wrong because he does right. One is right because he does wrong. Pull the string. Dance to that. Which one is created for?
Nobody's watching, they're really missing out here.
This is epic.
Something. Sorry, I was just trying to see what we're looking at.
Yeah.
A new day is begun.
You're looking wrong way at me, though.
A new life is begun.
Is it a Glen or is it a Glenda?
Still not sure.
A life is ended.
Yes, that's what doctors do when they check the stomach.
Why is he?
Let me see that note.
Oh, I know. I'll stethoscope this woman's stomach.
Will tell the story. I was
Oh, no, it's
put
a
in
man.
jail recently. Why? Because I, a man, was caught on the street wearing women's clothing. This was my fourth arrest for the same act. In life, I must continue wearing them. Therefore, it would only be a matter of time until my next arrest. This is the only way.
This
Let
is
my
a radiator.
body rest in death forever. In the things I cannot wear in life.
What the hell did that radiator have to do with all that?
Inspector Warren is here to see you, Dr. Alton.
Oh, yes. Show him in, Miss Stevens.
And check out on our patient, the radiator.
Inspector, doctor, sit down. Thank you.
Now about this radiator.
You're a very busy man, Dr. Alton, I know. I appreciate this time you're giving me.
Business or pleasure, Inspector?
In a way, business. From policeman to
The other way,
inspector.
pleasure.
20 years of it. I guess I've seen everything there is for a policeman to see. Yet I
God,
wonder
the son of
if we
Gordon.
ever stop learning. Learning about which we see. Trying to learn more about
Plumbing.
an ounce of prevention. I'm a man who thrives on learning. We only have one life to live. We throw that one away. What is there left?
And I'm straight.
Doctor, I'm hoping to learn something from you. And with that knowledge, maybe save some human from a fate which I just witnessed a few days ago. A 4-time loser. This type of case comes to me as well as yourself many times during the course of 1 month.
The suicide? The suicide. Most of us have our idiosyncrasies.
This fellow
It's a
was quite
weird
pronounced.
cut.
Yes, but I wonder if it rated the death warrant it received. I don't think so.
Well, that's why I'm here today, Doctor. What do we do about it?
I've always heard you to be a hard-hearted policeman, Inspector.
What the fuck is going on with
Isn't
this
that what's
scene?
thought of most policemen? The laws are written. The policeman is hired to see that those laws are enforced. We have a job to do. As in most jobs, there's always somebody who doesn't want that job to be done. In most factories today, the employer has put up suggestion boxes. Even the employer needs advice once in a while. I
Talking
think
about
in the
work.
case that we're referring to, I need advice. Maybe it shouldn't have happened as it did, but it did. Perhaps the next time we can prevent it.
Yeah, it all makes sense.
Making sense.
You're referring to the suicide of the transvestite?
If that's the word you men of medical science use for a man who wears woman's clothing.
Yes, in cold, technical language, that's the word. As unfriendly and as vicious as it may sound. However, in actuality, it's not an unfriendly word, nor is it vicious when you know the people to whom it pertains.
Would the sex operation do these people any good? I understand you were quite prominent in a case that hit the headlines a few weeks ago.
In some cases, yes, others, no.
Well, the papers certainly had a field day with that one.
Strange as it may seem, even though it was a field day, as you so aptly put it, it's not a new story. Sex change has been performed many times. Those whose sex can be changed, they're the easy ones. But what of those who so desperately want to be of the opposite sex, yet can't change their sex? Such as was the case with Patricia, the suicide.
I'd like to understand this, Doctor, as best you can tell me.
You can only fully understand the sex change by taking two entirely different cases. Two men with exactly the same background, from childhood to manhood and on to their own decisions and destinations.
I'd like to hear the story to the fullest.
Only the infinity of the depths of a man's
What's that
mind can really
floating
tell
thing?
the story.
That were an awful cut.
Back to Dracula. Yeah.
A young man will
You're,
Dracula's
you're
back.
very quiet, Chris.
of the all
You are.
You're very quiet.
I'm trying to
No
be.
one can really tell the story. Mistakes are made,
It's looking all
but
there
there
again.
is no mistaking
Yeah.
the thoughts
You might have lazy eyes.
mind.
Oh, just changed my voice thing. Alright. Oh, I'm on full. Okay.
Why the spooky horror theatrics? Oh, is this just a commentary on how people are scared of people who are transgender or something?
Possibly. So is that Glenda or is that Glen?
Well, I think she would like to
One might
refer to as
say,
Glenda.
there, but for the grace of God, go I.
Nice wig.
Why is the modern world shocked by this headline? Why? Once,
Why do
not
they
so
keep
very
doing
long
that?
ago, the people of the world were saying,
Stick.
It's against the Creator's will. If the Creator
What?
wanted us to fly, He'd have given us wings.
What?
but we fly. Maybe some of you may still remember an even sillier remark.
Automobiles? Bah. They scare the hosses. If the Creator had meant for us to roll around the countryside, we'd have been born with wheels.
Silly? Certainly. We were not born with wings. We were not born with wheels. But in the modern world of today, it's an accepted
I've just
fact that
realised
we must have.
99.9% of the time I'm just
So
sat
we
here
have
going,
corrected that which nature has not given us. Strangely enough, nature has given us all these things. We just had to learn how to put nature's elements together for our use, that's all. Yet, the world is shocked by a sex change.
you know what? I
If the
know
Creator
where
had
he's
wanted
coming
us to
from.
fly, He'd have given us wings.
And he's
If the
very...
Creator had meant us to roll around the countryside, we'd have been born with wheels.
If the Creator had meant us to be boys,
That woman's ears
we
talking and I'm
would
very
have
sorry.
been boys.
If the Creator had meant us to be born girls,
No, this
Why?
man's
Why are people's ears
I'm
talking?
more concerned about a man's ears
Are we
talking.
sure? Nature makes mistakes. It's proven every day. This person is a transvestite, a man who is more comfortable wearing girls' clothes. The term transvestite is the name given by medical science to those persons who wear the clothing of the opposite sex. Many a transvestite actually wishes to be the opposite sex. The title of this can only be labeled Behind Locked Doors. Give this man satin undies, a dress, a sweater, and a skirt, or even the lounging outfit he has on, and he's the happiest individual in the world. He can work
Yeah,
better,
looks it.
think better, he can play
Is
better,
that Ed Wood?
and he can be more of a credit to his
Don't know.
community and his
Oh,
God.
well,
as
that's
he is
cashmere.
happy.
I know he likes the.
But why the wig and makeup? He dares
I
to enter
don't
the
know.
street dressed in the clothes he so much desires to wear.
Ed
But
Wood.
only if he really appears female. The long hair, the
Genuinely
makeup,
was a
the
cross-dresser.
clothing, the actual contours of a girl.
He loved
Most
wearing cashmere.
transvestites do not want to change their life, their bodies. Many of them simply want to change the clothing they wear
So
to that
maybe it is
worn by
like-
the opposite sex.
Yeah,
Glen
I
is
don't know.
engaged to be married to Barbara, a lovely, intelligent girl.
Those fingernails have got to go.
You know, I didn't realize they were as long as they are.
My goodness, they're almost as long as mine. Maybe even prettier. We'll have to paint them sometime just for the fun of it.
We'll trim them.
Can we? I mean,
That's for sure.
You know, honey, you've invited me to dinner so many times in the last couple of months. It's almost like we were married already.
I wish we were, darling. It's been a long year.
For both of us.
But now,
I'm
my
bursting up.
studies are through, college is concluded, and I'm free at last.
Free? For the time being.
Huh? Oh. How about joining me for an after-dinner drink?
The living room?
Mm-hmm.
sorry.
You horny beast.
A hard-working human. Throughout the day, his mind and his muscles are busy at building the modern world and its business administration. His clothing
Carrying a
is
hockey
of
box.
course, starched according to the specifications of his accepted job. At home, what does modern man have to look forward to for his body comfort? The things
Joggers.
provided for his home, a wool or flannel robe, his feet encased in the same thick, tight-fitting leather that his shoes are made of. These are the things provided for his home comfort. It doesn't look so comfortable, does it? And get the hat. Better still, get the receding hairline. Men's hats are so
Don't
tight
talk
they
to me
cut
about
off the blood
receding.
flow to the head, thus cutting off the growth of hair. 7 out of 10 men wear a hat, so the advertisements say.
So what happened to my head then?
But what about the
That's a
ladies?
new one on me. I did not.
Yes, Modern
I
woman
did
is a
not know that
hard-working individual also, but when modern woman's day of work is done, that which is designed for her own comfort is comfort. Hats that give no obstruction to the blood flow. Hats that do not crush the hair. Interesting thought, isn't it?
No,
Just
it
for
isn't.
comparison,
What?
go native. Back to the animal instinct. Civilized part of the world, it's the male who adorns himself with fancy objects such as paints, frills, and masks. The true
I know
instinct,
where he's coming from
the
with
animal
this though.
instinct,
It's quite
bird and animal life.
seemingly
Is it not so that it's the
Yeah.
male who's the fancy one?
it's called the
Where's the fucking toilet, woman?
The attention of the female? What's so
Oh.
wrong about that?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. That was rather
In modern
predatory.
civilization. Female
Okay,
has no
so
fine
us
paint,
women,
as
when the
specified
man
by
gets,
those
you
who
know,
design and sell.
we just
Little
float
Miss
around.
Female, you should feel quite proud of the situation. You, of course, realize that it's predominantly men who design your clothes, your jewelry, your makeup, your hairstyling, your perfume. But life, even though its changes are slow, moves on. There's no law against wearing such apparel on the street, as long as it can be distinguished that man is man and woman is woman. But what is it that would happen were this individual to feel this way on the street? You're doing it now, laughing.
Yep.
Yet,
Yeah,
it's not
we
a
did.
situation to be laughed at.
Apologies.
Yeah, it's not.
Thus, the strange case of Glen, who was Glenda.
It was just a
one and the same
beard.
person, not half man, half woman, but nevertheless, man and woman in the same body, even though by all outward appearances, Glen is fully and completely a man.
Yeah, I would like to point out this. We will leave this video up. But we are taking the piss out of this subject whatsoever or anything like that. We're all very open-minded people and blah blah blah. And to be honest, I'm quite admiring how brave this film is, especially for the
You
era.
want to borrow your sister's
Well,
dress? What for?
It's
It's
mostly the film style and the acting.
Boys
Yeah.
wearing girls'
Yeah.
clothes.
Oh,
It's
don't be
funny,
silly,
okay?
darling. You go ahead and wear your sister's dress, Glen. You always did look much better as a girl than you do as a man.
Glen did wear the dress to the Halloween party. He even took first prize.
You know, I'm a waistline like that. Bloody hell.
Then one day it wasn't Halloween any longer.
Hey up. I think his lass is on.
She's blind at all. Don't scream.
Good grief, it's the... Well, then again, it was Tret or
I
something.
wish I
that...
had the sight into such things to be able
Why
to
did
advise
you turn into a
you.
water cooler then?
Maybe. Maybe
She's
you took
touching that
time to
water cooler's
doctor.
special area.
Glen is the doctor.
Oh, steady on, love.
But when things like this go wrong with someone so close and in your own family, it's so hard to believe.
Still one of the Columbia
that's
lines.
what
It's just hard for you to accept. Well, of course it's hard for me to accept. Suppose I were to come home with Roy or one of my other boyfriends some night and find Glen like I was
Bitch, how many have you got?
That would be hard to explain. That's the
So it's okay for you to
understatement
come
here.
home with different types of dick
Just
every
how
night.
one go about introducing
heaven
your
forbid.
friends to your brother. When brother's wearing your best sweater and your skirt and makeup.
I wish you'd learned the lines.
Yeah. She's just jealous because he looks better than her in it.
Glen is
I
not
said it.
homosexual. Glen is a transvestite, but he is not a homosexual.
Yes, okay, we get that
Transvestism
point.
is the term given by medical science to those persons who desperately wish to wear the clothing of the opposite sex, yet whose sex life in
Can I
all
just say,
instances remains quite
It wouldn't
normal.
matter if he was homosexual.
Would you
he
be
also-
surprised to know that this rough, tough
Absolutely.
individual was wearing pink satin
Yes.
undies under his rough exterior clothing? He is. Then there is your friend the milkman, who knows how to find comfort at home.
That's it is.
I can't stand it any longer. He wears all my clothes. Nothing is sacred to him, even my briefs. He has every one of my sweaters stretched out of shape. Of course, he has always replaced them. But then, they didn't last long either.
Actually, I could take my phone and watch it on the way.
But you can't.
Yeah, you could.
Ruffles on his shirts and shorts. Really?
Glen and all the hundreds of thousands of other Glens across the nation face quite a problem. Glen is engaged to be married to Barbara, a lovely, intelligent girl. The problem? Glenda, Glen's other self.
Sorry,
The girl
it's
that
not.
he himself is, his other individual personality.
You look tired tonight, Glen.
Yeah, I guess I am. It's been a long day.
Have you seen the paper yet?
No way.
It's headlined. A man had his sex changed to a woman. Isn't that a strange case? I wonder how some people's mind works.
Well, some people aren't happy the way they are.
Chris has just left the
but to
screen to
change
notice
one's
that.
sex, that's a very drastic step to take.
If it's the only way, I'm for it.
I wonder what I would do in a case like that. If I were in the mental turmoil that person went through. Or if I suddenly realized that something was mentally wrong with you. It's hard to visualize. Here we are, two perfectly normal people, thought to be married and lead a normal life together. And there's this poor fellow who never could have been happy if it wasn't for modern medical science. Our fourth term in psychology explains a lot of the facts, but I'm afraid the end of study is only the beginning of reality.
Glen's problem is a deep one, but he must tell her soon. She's begun to notice things. His nails, his eyes when he looks into a ladies' store window. So many of the little things that are hard to hide. Soon she will realize. Then there was the time Barbara was wearing the sweater Glen had always wanted to feel on his own body. It was becoming an obsession to him. He must have it.
What's the matter, Glen, darling?
This is about Ed Wood.
I guess
This
I was
is almost
daydreaming.
autobiographical.
Something seems to be troubling you. Why don't you tell me?
Well, he did say that, didn't he, in that disclaimer, not disclaimer,
Just after we started going
thing at the beginning.
we promised we'd never lie to each other. Are we gonna start now, just because we're engaged to be married?
It's just that...
Well, yeah, well, you swear.
Oh, Barbara, it's nothing that little sleep won't cure. It's been an awful long day.
It's more than that. Come on, tell me, darling. Who knows? Maybe I can help.
It's just it, you could.
Then something is troubling you.
Yes,
Do I have a right to know?
you have a right to know. But let's just say for the moment that I'm afraid to tell you. I'm afraid I'd lose you.
Nothing could be as bad as all that. I love you
Wait
and
for
you
it, love.
love me. And nothing in the world can change that.
I hope
To be
not.
totally honest,
I really hope not.
if
Glen, is it another woman?
he's still straight and he wants to be with me, I wouldn't give a shit.
Mistakes made. A story must be told.
Always the same. He's not had the nerve to tell her. But he must soon come to some conclusion or forget the marriage.
If
Should
I
he
was
tell
to do
Barbara of
it
his Glenda
straight,
now, before the
and he
wedding,
loved me,
or hit her between the eyes with it after, when it might
if
be too
he
late for
wanted to
either?
dress in women's clothing every now and again, I'd be like, okay, you do you, babe.
The
You know what I
world
mean?
is a strange place to live in. All
What do you
those
think they are?
cars, all going someplace, all carrying humans which are carrying out their lives.
Yeah, exactly, and that's the thing. I mean, this is why I think it's very brave that he did this
Glenda
film
is
back
shocked
then.
also, but by another reason. Someone like her had the nerve to do something factual about their situation. There are so many problems for Glen and all the other Glens. Perhaps the fear of discovery of the underthings they wear beneath their regular outer clothing. or that which they wear during their nightly visit to Morpheus, god of sleep.
Thank you very much, and I'm sure she's going to enjoy it very much. If you want to return it, be sure that you bring your sales slip. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can I help you, sir?
Yeah. You see a 90.
Well, what size?
12.
The color, the material?
Black and very sheer.
Just a minute.
I'm more shocked that he's just walked into
Well,
the
we
shop
have
with a
this
cigarette than anything else.
Something like that?
Just
Where's
like,
it
shit.
Where did his
cigarette go? Well spotted.
You can see how sheer the material really is.
Yes.
You see, it's all pure nylon and only $21.95. And of course, it will never snag.
Static.
Why the horror dramatics, or is that the storm in his mind?
And Glendas have an even
I don't
bigger
know.
problem.
Yeah, yes. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Jeff.
What the hell?
The homosexual, it is true, at times does adopt the clothing or the makeup of a woman to lure members of his own sex. But this is not so for the transvestite. The transvestite is not interested in those of their own sex. The clothing is not worn to attract the attention of their own sex, but to eliminate themselves from being a member of that sex.
Good man. Woman.
Hi, Joe.
He's very.
See you again.
Wait, I was like, I like his clothing, but I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I'm not gay. You know, it's like.
Perfectly wonderful weekend, and
It was still legal back then, though.
It was.
Saturday was
Yeah.
more work.
But
Say,
there is a
did you
film.
read about the guy that had his sex changed to a
Starring
girl?
Johnny
Said
Depp.
he was perfectly normal, too.
how can a guy be normal and go and do a thing like that to himself?
All the same, it must take a lot of
Where
guts
Johnny
to
Depp
do a
plays
stunt
Ed
like
Wood.
that.
It's
That's a
survived
problem I
off the
don't ever
film.
intend to face.
Maybe it's a problem we should all face.
This
I don't
is
get you.
really good, actually.
Just
I
think of
recommend
the
it.
unhappy life. The miserable time this world of ours must have given that poor guy.
I still don't get you.
Now, here is a guy
I
who
think it
wanted
is
to
just
be a
called
girl.
Ed Wood as well.
Supposing there had been no way to change his sex.
You sound as if you're really head up on this thing.
I guess I am.
Do you realize what would happen if every man in the country that wanted to wear women's clothes or felt like a woman went to their doctors and wanted a sex change?
Of course. That's why I say perhaps society should be a little bit more lenient with it. Maybe society should try to understand them as human beings.
Another day done. Thank goodness. See you tomorrow, Jack.
Yeah. So long, Joe. Until tomorrow.
Hi, Glen.
Hi, Johnny.
Come on in and hit it right for the kitchen. I can't let that dinner burn. You know, I thought I was going to have to eat alone tonight.
Well, you probably will because I've already eaten.
No, damn it, we're down with you because the phone's turned itself off.
What's up?
Nothing much.
Say, you really look down in the dumps.
I guess I got a problem.
Haven't we all?
I have a problem with those curtains.
I mean a real problem. One like I've never had to face before.
Gorgeous neck curtains.
One big problem after another.
I want to get married.
You have a problem.
Yeah, a load of tea towels.
When did this
It's a
all
neck
come
curtain.
about?
A free neck
I've
curtain.
been engaged to a very wonderful girl. Now the time is getting very close to the man of the book. I'm scared to death.
You
Librarian.
love her?
Very much.
Does she love you?
Yes.
There's no problem. Marry the girl.
Are you forgetting about my other self?
You'll have to tell her, of course.
Yeah.
This is quite sweet and sad, really, isn't it?
When?
Are you ready?
Hmm?
Alright.
He just brought that.
I think you know the
Talking
answer to
ass.
that one yourself.
My mind's in a muddle. Like in a big fog.
His
I
eyebrows
can't make
are
sense to
complete,
myself sometimes.
About with his fingernails are,
I thought I could stop wearing these things. I tried, honestly I tried. I haven't had a stitch of them on for nearly 2 weeks until tonight. Then I couldn't stand it anymore. I had to put them on or go out of my mind. I'm afraid I'll lose her. I don't want that to happen because I really love her.
Okay. Here's a story from fact.
Johnny tells his story. He had not too long ago been married himself. He had kept quiet about his transvestite desires in the hopes that the new wife would never discover it. However, one day, the little woman came home unexpectedly an hour early.
oh. And some hits.
That
I'm good.
marriage ended here. Will your problem be like mine? Most probably it will. Because a love hasn't been built up for such a thing. She, your wife, she will not have been taught enough about the problems to cope with it.
Glenda must now make her decision. Or forever forget the marriage to Barbara. Glenda should consult a competent psychiatrist, but then very few transvestites wish to change their strange desires. This is their life. To take it away from them might do as great a harm as taking away an arm or a leg, or life itself. Many even carry their transvestite desires to the grave with them. Yes, it is a problem. But Glenda, remember back almost a year ago when Glen and Barbara accepted each other?
No.
We've not done this, how do we remember?
I guess it is. Look. Come on over here a minute.
What is it?
Never mind, just sit down.
She's a very pretty lady, though.
Glenda or his wife. Only joking.
His fiance.
Yes.
Never get around to.
And she's tall and all.
What do you think?
She is, isn't she? Unless Edward was very short. I'm assuming this is Edward.
When?
I must finish college first. It's only 7 months to go.
Well, there's hardly long enough for you to get a trousseau together.
How would you know about such
What?
things?
What's a trousseau?
Glen, what's the matter?
Huh?
All of a sudden you
Oh no, this is back when they got together.
Yes, I guess I was, huh? That's a mighty pretty dress you're wearing tonight.
I wear my
There you
best.
go, it's stoned.
You know, when you look at me, you just tie me a knot.
I love to tie you a knot. Oh,
Kinky
I'm so
bitch.
happy
Kinky
to
bitch.
connect you, my silver.
Some special reason?
Of course. So you can stop kissing me goodbye at the door every night.
Yes.
So you can hold me close to you always.
Yes.
Then all you'll have to do is call and close your eyes to feel my lips on yours.
Where's that?
The picture's off the walls.
Get short. God, just strike it down.
Beware of the big green dragon that sits on your doorstep.
Cannabis.
He eats little boys. Mommy duck tails. Big fat snails.
it's in limbo.
I always feel like I want to look.
And she's turned into a mannequin.
Alright, I think this is some kind of metaphor. What is up there? I'm really intrigued.
Why are they walking up a really big hill?
This is who I am. No. No.
I'm missing classic song.
You're missing something. Chris is back.
Yes, I went on chat.
Why is she stuck under a log?
Oh, my phone's out of charge.
Yeah, I went on chat. And that's it. All I can hear is the fucking bunches going.
You can't hear the film.
I could hear the film, but they went near as loud as the budgies. And it's a bit.
All I can hear is the fucking bunches. Why's that fireplace got such a slope to it?
Because the tree fell through the window into the...
Trista.
Why is she getting married to Real Britannia?
It's not.
No, it just sounded like Real Britannia for a minute.
I'm glad it don't matter where he opened that book.
There's a lot of metaphors in this.
Is that meant to be the devil? Because he's marrying her without telling her?
Yes, I think it's the devil on his shoulder. Because he hasn't told her yet. I guess. She's also wearing a dress that he close to the ring. She's not wearing a wedding dress.
Well, she has just got out of college.
She's still in? Oh.
7 months have passed.
Do you eat, little boy? Hot dog tails? Big fat snails?
Oh, Dracula's still in it then.
It looks like he's masturbating, fantasizing about Puppy Dog's tails. I'm sorry, that's the thing.
He's also on fire.
Oh, kinky.
Oh. Dracula is displeased. Ah.
I think Dracula's watching something he should be watching.
We finally found out what's on that TV over there that he's watching.
Porn!
Somebody walks in the room and he shuts his laptop quickly.
Whoa. Oh. Why did I sound disappointed? I was really like, whoa. Oh, right.
This is probably the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I think, steady on, love. I think after we've seen this, we should put Ed Wood on. So that.
Oh my god, what the?
What is Glenda doing to her?
That's not Glen. Is that Glen?
Oh no, that's Glenda.
Is he tripping balls? Am I tripping balls?
Well, the other half of cam.
Check to see what's. No, if you're seeing what I'm seeing, then there must be something in the water.
She's finished orgasming. Orgasming.
Okay.
No, that's not Glenda. That's a woman. I mean,
Yeah.
another woman.
She did.
Have we just switched to 1950s softcore porn? This is porn. This is what pornography used to do. This is what Betty Page used to do.
Is that the same woman that
We're gonna get struck off for this.
This is seriously gonna turn some dudes on. What?
What the hell are we watching?
This is the same thing we started with.
This is seriously like what Betty Page used to do. Betty Page was a bondage porno star, and it got banned after a dude hung himself.
What? Are we gonna get our channel struck off for this?
Chris, we're watching this on YouTube.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I was
He's
thinking.
just missing his arm going like that.
Oh, stop it! Now we're gonna get struck off YouTube.
Oh, there's worse things on YouTube.
Now we've come to the ring.
I was gonna say that's the ring. What the hell are we watching?
Oh, she's awoken.
This is very difficult. Yeah, that's me trying to get off the bloody couch.
No, I think she's on a fit, to be honest.
This is just going on and fucking on. What?
Oh, the bird's here.
That's the devil?
Is that Rasputin?
I was thinking Rasputin, to be honest. Look, if a little magical elf popped up and started tickling everybody's bums with daisies right now, I would just be like, okay, fine, whatever. Because it would make just as much sense as what I'm looking at right now.
I have questions. I have many questions.
She seems happy about it, though.
Maybe she's a sub. I don't know.
She's struggling and yet smiling.
Yeah, maybe she's submissive.
What? I've seen some weird fucking shit in my time, but my god, this takes the biscuit.
Was this just Edward's excuse to throw a porno into the middle of his autobiographical film? It's just going on and on and on.
We're still going on.
Still on fire.
Even then.
Them some eyebrows.
Alright, everyone's got to know one now the devil's out of the room. Oh. I wasn't expecting that.
He's fucking himself.
No. Everyone were judging him for not being himself.
Yes, I think. Yes. That makes as much sense. That makes more. Yes, I would say yes. Good thinking, Russ.
Nothing's making sense. This doesn't make sense.
No, why is Mannequin Woman back?
She's drying her nails.
Alright, she's accepting her. Him. Oh, the devil's in.
So it's repulsed by his.
Got a weird sofa.
Oh, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
No, don't.
Something about positions.
Yeah, just let's not go there,
I
shall
have a
we?
feeling it might be on his back.
Yeah.
I was just aroused by it now. Now she's mocking him. Now he's.
Abusing her. People are now tickling him.
Pardon me.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah?
No,
Dude, she's the creepiest out of all of them.
sorry, I just lost
Beware of the big green dragon that sits on
Ruth's gone. I'm slightly perturbed.
Oh, Ruth's gone.
Oh.
Oh.
Glenda has made the decision.
Oh.
Glen has decided to tell Barbara of his dual personality. To tell her of the nighties and knickers, the sweaters and skirts, the robes and dresses, the stockings and the high-heeled shoes, the wig and makeup. All that goes to make Glen into Glenda. He tells Barbara he cannot
All that
share
to
the
be the
knowledge
same.
that she is his
Selling it.
fiancée should possess. All the facts. He tells her softly, hurriedly at first, then slowly as he becomes more tense. His hands move.
Just like looking
Becomes more technical.
So desperate he wants to put on his own body.
He started to go slowly and then he got
To the sweater, to his hands. Then it's all over, and that much of the story he knows is told.
It's all over.
Barbara is not sure of her own thoughts.
That's about it, darling. I wanted to tell you for a long, long time, but just couldn't bring myself to do it. And too much afraid of losing you.
I think she needs a gin.
A bottle.
And now she's aroused.
No, she's just processing.
She's buffering.
I've never processed anything like that. Oh. She killed him.
I wonder if Bela Lugosi even had a clue what sort of film he was participating in.
So, are you going to take him or not?
Glen, I don't fully understand this, but maybe together we can work it out.
Hey!
Good loss.
Oh, I want to give her a hug. That's so nice.
So do I.
Yeah, I know you.
Yeah, only because that fluffy thing that she's wearing.
I thought you were just into that kinky shit again.
Not quite. I'll get back to it in a minute. Glen's case is really the lesser advanced type cases. The second case is an extremely advanced one. However, I'll get to that in a moment.
No, please don't.
The world over has its own particular problem. Each case must be handled individually according to the person, his past life, and his problem.
Yeah.
Does Glen have any homosexual tendencies? Absolutely not. It's very seldom that a true transvestite does. And he isn't a hermaphrodite? No more than he's a pseudo-hermaphrodite. Glen's case was entirely of his mind, brought on by the environment of his early youth.
What about their children, Doctor? Would their children become the same way their father is?
No. Transvestism is not hereditary.
Well, what makes these men want to wear girls' clothes?
Many things. But as I've said before, it usually starts in early childhood from one cause or another. Technically, each case has the same beginning, just a different set of circumstances.
Are any of them actually cured?
Oh, yes, many, many of them. Once the source of supply is found, it can be stopped, unless the patient refuses to cut off that source of supply.
Then the way I get it, this Glen and the character he created, much as an author creates a character in a book, was invented as a love object to take the place of the love he never received in his early youth through lack of it from his parents. The character was created and dressed and lives the life the author designs for him to live, and dies only when the author wants him to die.
Correct. Except that for the character Glenda to die, the elements must be right. But to enlighten you a little further, there's the second story, that of an extremely advanced case. Let's call this person Alan.
No, let's not.
Alan had a mother who went
Oh no. I thought that would be the end of the film.
Alan did not enter the competitive sports that the other boys at the school did. However, he was an extremely studious boy and always had above average marks in his subjects. Yet sports, girls' sports, he always was interested in. But he was rejected by the girls and also rejected by the boys.
Yeah,
it seems he belonged to neither of them. After school, Alan would go home to find the mother who had always wanted a girl, and the father who didn't care one way or the other. He enjoyed doing the woman's work around the house.
Woman's work.
The woman successful year of 1941. Alan was
Where did I put my
He
glasses?
was accepted. In the Army, he successfully passed his vigorous training. He did not like it, and there were the weekends for his particular diversions. On his weekend passes, he would go to the nearest town where he had a suitcase checked in a public locker. In the suitcase, he had the things he loved to wear, that which made his body appear to be what his mind believed it was. Then the day of embarkation came.
I don't want my glasses.
But wherever
It's
Alan
wherever
went,
you
the
put them.
suitcase was sure to go.
Has he tried on his head?
No, not on his head. Chairs.
Yeah. Where are they being now? Oh no, it's World War II, isn't it?
Maybe it's a good thing I can't find my glasses.
Do you want to go get you some?
Hmm?
Do you want to go get you some?
No, I'll get 'em.
Because I want food. He really likes drawing out these scenes, doesn't he? Just, yeah, we know, he went to war, okay? We know. Get on with it. Just get on with it.
There's two people watching apparently.
It's like that bloody bombing scene in the last movie we watched all over again.
Quickly as it had begun, the war was over. Alan came home. Alan had learned all
Not
the terms
entirely
directed
historically
to
accurate,
himself,
but never mind.
but no one had found out his aversion. He was honorably discharged from the service at the end of the war. He'd received the Silver Star and the Bronze Star for
Sounds gonna
gallantry
be
in action.
glitchy.
It
While he was in
has.
an army hospital recuperating from a wound he had received in New Guinea, he learned a very interesting fact. He learned that foreign doctors were doing marvelous work with a sex change. Man to woman, woman to man. Shortly after his separation from service, Alan came to me for advice. There followed many
I don't know why doing that
with
will
my
help.
clinical reports and the reports of eminent doctors.
Can you just pause it and
Yeah.
restart
And
again?
found that Alan was really a pseudo-hermaphrodite.
We've got
A
that
hermaphrodite is
glitchy bit.
one who has the organ.
I will pause it for a second.
As this man points at...
Is it just the
Why has that person got a stomach in their chest?
I believe that's a heart.
That's like a stomach.
No, it's a heart. It's got like ventricles. He doesn't have a stomach in his stomach though, so I don't know.
and no genitalia? They weren't allowed to show peepees in those days.
Tits, fine. Peepees, no.
No peepees.
Unless it's in a school textbook.
Yeah. Well, maybe. I don't know. Is the audio from us okay? Is it just the film?
Yeah, it's just the video. It's just the video. It does it every now and again.
Alright.
Like it did in the last one that we watched before we live streamed, it's just got a bit robotic.
Right. Oh.
I think we just paused it and pressed play again, didn't we?
Right.
Both the male and female in plain sight.
Yeah, that's better.
A pseudo-hermaphrodite is one who has one perfectly formed organ of either sex and one imperfectly formed one that's difficult to detect. Alan was of the latter.
So he had
Alan
penis.
was a
hermaphrodite.
He had a penis
that
and
which
a
nature had
mini
given him
jujar.
was a mistake.
I mean, if
It
you
was
do
up to us to
Yeah.
correct that mistake one way or the other. Alan had to decide whether he wanted to become a man or she wanted to become a woman. Both were completely possible. Small boned, fair of complexion, his hair thin like a woman's, his body slim,
Women have thin
yet
hair?
slightly girlish. It was easy to see his decision, along with the fact that he had been brought up from early childhood to believe that a woman was the thing to be. Alan
I'm not
decided to
comfortable
become
with the way
a
that
woman.
guy looked at me.
This, after all the help I could give him, was only the beginning. During the
You're not
following
supposed to
2
look
years,
directly
he
at
would
the
go through
camera.
tortures and damage,
That's
but
like
never
a
rubbed her a
complete
window
immersion
from,
break.
because he knew that at the end of it all, he would at last be that which he had always dreamed. Hundreds of hormone shots were injected into various parts of his body. Alan's face was worked on with plastic surgery to smooth out the female elements. Long, tedious hours of work.
So it's just to smooth out the male elements.
The big day, or the starting of many big days, for it was to take many. The series of operations are performed slowly and at intervals to prevent any unnecessary shock to the nervous system. Still, the hormone shots continue. Day after day, week after week, month after month. And even then, when the operation is over, the sex has changed, the
Is he gonna
shots
put any of that in?
continue as
Oh, yeah.
long as Alan lives. First, the breast is drawn out.
Bruce.
The woman within
Yeah.
begins to appear
The
now.
chippy.
Chippy's open.
Fish and chips. From
The chippy's open at this time.
Utley Fisheries, apparently.
Oh. Hold the phone, everyone. Utley Fisheries is open and it's doing deliveries.
Ah, I saw that the other day.
And they do a special large haddock.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, it might have to be fish and chips.
Why hasn't he
today.
got a nurse to mop his brow?
Jesus Christ, they charge you 30 pence for scraps.
30 pence for scraps. Yep, scraps on chips with curry sauce. Oh.
The removal of the man and the formation of the woman.
He's got his knees up.
What's this dude doing?
It's the one that's been changed into a woman.
But why does he have to kneel before him?
I don't know, the previous guy did as well. And then he just disappeared, if you remember. Like that, yeah.
You can have a scone or a fish cake. Scone and fish cake are the same thing, meaning another name for a scone is a fish cake.
Scone's potato.
Please choose which you want, a fish cake or a scone.
No, scone's fish cake is fish and
Potato.
potato.
Yeah. But the same there,
No, but a fish cake is just fish in a cake.
yeah.
Form.
But in time, Alan is Anne, a very happy, lovely young lady that modern medicine and science has created almost as a Frankenstein monster. The newspapers heard of it and hit the story with their usual fullness.
Papers had not gotten hold of the story, it would have gone untold, unnoticed as so many others in medical history. The sex change has been performed hundreds of times. However, right here, in this particular sex switch, it's not the end.
Acting the woman and being the woman are two entirely different things. Alan had all his life acted the part of the woman. Now he is that woman and must learn how it's done. Anne must learn how to do her own hair, how to make the correct styling for her facial contours. The proper walk must be adopted. A lady is a lady, whatever the case may be. Continuing my own psychiatric treatment, it was my duty now to explain to Anne the duty of a woman in her sex life. Alan, of course,
How the fuck would you know?
but he was soon to realize he knew very little about a woman's. Yet, through it all, Anne loved every minute of it. Anne was indeed meant to be a woman, and now that the sex change had been completed, Anne was a very happy woman, and a woman who was eager to learn, and now was accepted by society. A woman born at the age of 24, in a world that for 24 years she had seen as a man, but a woman who now would, and was properly instructed in how to accept, a woman's world.
Thus, this case, which has a happy ending, is due entirely to the corrections made by medical science. I've had several such cases. In fact, in my 20 years of practice, I've been prominent in 7. However, my colleagues have had hundreds. Then you believe that the Glen of the first story should have the sex change?
In Glen's case, no. No, indeed. Glen would never be happy with a sex change.
The Alan of your story ended happy?
I'll tell it to you exactly as I told it to them. Shortly after Glen told Barbara of his love for girls' clothing, he started treatments with me. On the last treatment, both he and Barbara came to me. I told them the same story of Alan, Anne, as I've told it to you, Inspector. Anne was a pseudo-hermaphrodite. Even though one of the sexes was imperfect, she had the organs and the characteristics of both the male and female. Glen's case is an entirely different type of case. Remember I said, no matter what the case, it's a different thing.
The only thing is,
Problem to be looked into, then solved. A new challenge to the psychoanalysis.
It's got skin on it.
Glen's
No,
body
it
holds
doesn't
only
say.
one sex, that of the male.
Thing is, you can scrape it off the skin.
Glen's father had no
Yeah, I
love
guess
for
so.
his son.
I seriously doubt round here
His
that fish
father
love
wanted
skin.
Glen to be a football hero or a
I
baseball
don't know,
hero.
but
Yeah, I don't
He
think
could
it
brag
was.
to his
Yeah.
cronies down at the corner saloon as his cronies bragged to him about their own sons. Thus, the ruse of Glen's fictitious character. He invented it when he could find no love from his mother and no love from his father. His mother had hated her own father. Glen reminded her of her father. Therefore, she gave all her affection, love, and attention to her daughter. Glen then decided also to become a daughter.
God, this is getting
Glen,
tedious.
You can kill a
It is, isn't it?
character
Yeah.
anytime you wish. For your happy ending, it's the only way.
Then you think I can kill the second character by transferring her qualities to Barbara?
Exactly. But as the author and his character, the elements must be right.
Don't
It's up to you,
change the
Barbara.
woman.
You must take the place, give the love, and accept the facts that Glenda has always accepted. If you
So,
love each other
I'm
as you
getting
now
from
believe
this
you do,
that
well, it'll be a hard job, but you'll enjoy doing
Edward
the job.
himself
Should
didn't
I let
ever
him
really
continue
properly
to
accept
wear
it and
girls'
think that he
clothing?
needed to be
Or should I
cured.
put my foot down?
If you put your foot down, you'd only go behind closed doors.
Yay! We got a
Love is
thumbs
the
up.
only answer. Glenda must be transferred to you.
Supposing Glen never gets over wearing girls' clothing.
Would it matter to you very much?
I love Glen. I'll do everything I can to make him happy.
So they don't change him.
Are they both going to get married in a wedding dress?
That would be cute.
The end is only the beginning.
And then he makes her drive home.
Time passes.
Oh, yeah.
Soon, due to a happily married life, the remembrance of the
Oh no, we're in America, aren't we?
and Barbara's
Oh, yeah.
love and understanding, Glenda begins to disappear forever from Glen. Glen has found his mother, his little sister, his wife, and his Glenda all in one lovely package. Thus, Glen's case has a happy conclusion. Therefore, two entirely different cases handled in two entirely different ways have a happy ending.
Yeah, those two. But what of the hundreds of other less fortunate Glens the world over?
I'm so sorry. We know somebody called Glen, and if he ever sees this, I am so sorry, mate.
You meant to close the book at the end of the story.
I don't even know why Bela Lugosi's in this.
So they can say Bela Lugosi's in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Less fortunate Glens. The world over.
Who's lost it again?
Oh, snips and snails and poppy dog
He was a scientist.
Oh That was amazing. Okay.
It was something.
No, I don't want Channel 4.
Thank you everybody so much for watching.
For persevering.
Persevering.
Yeah.
You know.
Wow.
It was.
I've got so many more questions.
Do you want to watch House on Haunted Hill?
You're asking this whilst we're still on stream.
Well, we could do. At least it's a film. And in like the proper sense of it being a film about something.
That was about something.
Right, okay, guys, opinions. Right, we need
My opinion is WTF. Have I just watched?
Right, okay.
What the fudge? Why have I suddenly stopped swearing?
Yeah, weird, freaky, mind-blowing,
bizarre,
strange.
Oh dear.
Right. Personally, I think it was a very brave. It was badly done. It was self-indulgent. Overly.
What the fuck were all that bit in the? What the fuck were all that bit in the middle?
What, you mean the film? Before the...
What the fuck
between the starting credits and the end credits? What the fuck was that?
No, the softcore porn in the middle, I do not know. I don't know. I don't know what the bit about the big fat green dragon and the snails and Bela Lugosi. I don't know.
But the one takeaway I'm gonna get from this film is
fish and chips.
Fish and chips. But also those eyebrows. I want them eyebrows. You know that look like horns.
The devil eyebrows.
Yeah, they were awesome. I'm gonna grow mine.
Well, you can quite easily.
Yeah, because I'm old and my eyebrows grow like crazy.
You go to sleep and I wake up in the morning and your eyebrows are hanging off the bed.
No, actually, my eyebrows they're now coming out of my ears and my nose.
As Leanne said, as long as you don't put a hat on them.
Yeah.
Don't wear a hat. That causes hair loss.
Yeah. Yeah, because hats are so tight, I will lose my eyebrows. There you see, you don't need to shave, just show a hat on your legs. I don't know.
Leg hats.
I don't know. I'm confused by life at the moment.
Not the leg warmers, get leg hats.
Get leg hats.
Leg hats, that's it.
Oh.
The future of female hygiene products.
Hashtag leg hats for
Female
life.
hygiene products.
Fanny hats.
Tam hats. Oh dear.
I'll keep you chuff smooth every day.
That's not female hygiene products. Time every month. Anyway. What I will say is that film was brave. Like, you know, to talk about that sort of thing back then.
But, and it's a big but. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's sort of the point.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, but Bela Lugosi, really? Basically, he was only in that film so that they could put Bela Lugosi in the titles and everyone would go, oh, it's a Bela Lugosi film. Yeah. But if the team planned 9 from Outer Space, that might not have as much pull as... Oh no, that must have been... No, it must have been before.
Well, yeah.
He died during the filming.
Yeah, Chris, this film film must have been before because Bela Lugosi died in the film that you're talking about. For real, died. So, of course, it has to be before.
So he actually made that. He made Plan 9 after that. I wouldn't have thought he would ever have made any more films. What? Oh, I don't know. You need to see Ed Wood. It's a fantastic film.
It is.
It really is brilliant.
It is. Yeah.
All about the director of those two films we just watched. Oh yeah, by the way, on live stream we didn't live stream the first one, which was Plan 9.
It was made in 1953.
What, this one was?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, that was so brave of him.
And it had a budget. Let's see what it's.
It had a budget.
It had a budget.
Yeah.
The budgets have shut up. Oh my god.
Yeah,
the budgets have shut up.
Oh, budget.
Sorry. It's just dawned on me that we can actually hear each other.
The budget will have been low. He never had a lot of money. I do know that much.
It was $20,000.
That's a lot of money for
It's a lot of money for back in
50s,
1953.
but still. Do you want to watch whatever the hell it was that I was...
House on Haunted Hill, yeah. But do you want to stop the stream and restart it?
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Mm.
okay.
Yeah.
Right, where we go?
I just need to pee.
Yeah, okay, so we're going to stop the stream.
Thanks
and
for watching.
then, yeah, if there's anybody out there watching, thanks. Why the hell are you still here? And also, we're going to restream. No, we're going to second stream in about 10 minutes. We're going to be watching House on Haunted Hill. So, yay! A proper film with people in it and things. And not Bela Lugosi. Okay, stopping the stream now.